So girls, the first thing to remember about tone is that you just have to sub-vocalize your passage. Read it aloud in your head. Listen for the tone of voice. Tone is something that can be created by the language and imagery that is used. So you can write about how a particular tone is created by the imagery or the language that has been used. You can also say that the writer adopts a certain kind of tone, or that the writer uses or writes in a something tone. So look over these tone lists, get these words into your head. Remember that in question 2, not every question is about how an article is persuasive. Very often they'll simply ask you about what is entertaining or enjoyable or revealing, or how the writer uses language and tone to make this an interesting article. Now here you can immediately see from the heading that there is a satirical tone. There's also quite a dramatic and hyperbolic tone, and that's also reflected in the language that's used to create this image of the vampire. When we start into the article, again, it's very dramatic. You're lying in a big plastic cocoon. You're naked and sweating profusely. Have you been abducted by aliens or for experimental tests? You know, obviously this dramatic tone and this exaggeration in terms of the use of rhetorical question helps to create humour. No, you're lying on a sunbed, and if you're doing it more than once a week, then you're seriously addicted. Now, definitely at this point, we sense a shift in tone. It is much more sincere and much more cautionary. So we go from this entertaining kind of introduction and this dramatic tone being used to a shift in tone here where it is more serious and the purpose of the article becomes clearer. Now I've chosen this one so that you can see an exasperated tone, almost horrified. It is almost beyond belief. So again, it's quite a dramatic statement of opinion, but it has an exasperated tone. How can betting ever be anything other than irresponsible? Our focus is on the word ever, and it creates almost a zealous tone. This person is argumentative in tone, zealous in tone. And what possible justification can there be? So as the rhetorical question then progresses here, the second rhetorical question, there is just this sense of exasperation and bordering on angry. Again, here then you can see, instead of guiding children away from precocious sexual activity, sex education focuses on how to have sex without getting pregnant. The result, more and more children at younger ages are having sex. This declarative statement creates a sombre tone. It creates a very matter-of-fact tone, as if the result is conclusive. And then you have this more caustic and sarcastic exclamation at the end. Well, what a surprise. So again, sub-vocalize it.